You know, it started out with Moutier looking pretty good as he was pushing the pace. It looked like they were trying to play faster, but there was still the issue of the defense. And that's going to be a knock on Moutier, of course. Schroeder's very fast. He got into the paint at will. He had 12 assists in this game, and a lot of it had to do with dribble penetration. So I kind of feel like, Swin, that Moutier didn't show me tonight yet that he got the starting spot, but he didn't show me tonight that he's ready to keep it.
Well, what I like that he did early on is that he went to the low block. Now, not only was he penetrating and trying to take Schroeder in there and get him at the rim, but he was asking for a post-up. And when you can have a point guard that can post up smaller guards, that immediately puts pressure on the defense. They weren't able to give him the ball a couple of times when he was asking for it, but I like his style. He read, what's my advantage? How can I take advantage of it? The Knicks collectively just couldn't get him the ball in the positions. But I would say he came out, he scored 2 quick baskets. We were talking about, is he going to continue it?
Yeah.
But we just didn't see that consistency.
Right. Moutier ended up with 7 points and 5 assists, but only played 21 minutes. All right, Swin, talking about the first quarter, the Thunder got out to a big lead. Knicks cut it to 2 at 20-18, and then it was all Thunder, not only the rest of the quarter, but really the rest of the game. Yeah,
a lot of it was the Knicks players. They may have been in the vicinity of the player, but their hands were always down. They just weren't up. I mean, you can be there, but you have to contest. You have to have that resistance
Adams was tough
and
early,
pressure on. Oh, Adams was so good early on.
But you're saying it, though. Like you can see that, right? They're in the vicinity, but you're not seeing resistance. There's Franco's behind. Cantor's got to play both. We showed that in the pregame, how that's so difficult to guard. Adams was really dominant in the paint as they had 38 points in the paint just in the first half alone. So it was just they imposed their will, and there was no response really from the Knicks. And, you know, Tim Hardaway Jr. has done a lot of things this season to try to raise his game and be something for the Knicks, but having him guard Paul George was a difficult thing for him to do. It was a challenge for him to do, and you saw that it really affected him offensively. He did get to 20, but that was a lot for him to handle in this game. And so worrying about him while then also worrying about the screen rolls and the dribble penetration, the Knicks defense was really running ragged in this game.
Okay, so that brings us to our DraftKings player spotlight. Who else from Paul George? Play one-day fantasy basketball on DraftKings.com, the official one-day fantasy partner of the New York Knicks. 59.75 fantasy points. Swin, did you have him on your roster tonight?
He was on the roster for sure. We talked about him in the pregame for a reason. His ability to come off the bounce, no resistance, as we talked about. But when you give him that wide of an open look, Allen, it's going to be a problem. Paul George gets his feet set and at the rim.
It was in such a good rhythm. It's a second straight 30-point game now for him with Russell Westbrook out of the lineup. But the first question I would have for David Fizdale tonight, if I was still a writer, would be, why not try Frank Ntilikina on him? He's your longest defender. That's what he's supposed to be. Why not have him play this game and have him take on that challenge to try to stop him and allow Tim to just be what he needs to be in this game, which is an offensive player? I thought Tim struggled having to carry both responsibilities, and it didn't get the team off to a good start. And if Frank's going to learn how to be that elite defender they think he can be, he's got to take on challenges like this.